All right, guys, I'm out here on the Anacostia River at Bladensburg Waterfront Park. I am a little late, so I'm kind of pissed because the whole purpose of this trip now is to head about 2 or 3 miles downriver to catch the high tide to be able to make it inside of the Kenilworth Aquatic Gardens. That's my new plan. The original plan was to come to be involved in paddle night with the Anacostia Watershed Society, which is an organization with a primary focus on fixing this issue and this watershed in DC. They've done a lot. It's a lot cleaner than it used to be. I know it's hard to tell from this, but anyway, that was canceled because of the apparent heat index out here. But me being a father of 2 and a person with 2 jobs and a family, I never get out, or it's kind of hard to get out, so I had to take advantage any chance I get. My wife doesn't know that it was canceled, because if I would have told her, she probably would have said, oh, okay, now you can spend time with us, which I want to, but I also want to get out and take advantage of any chance I get to come out kayaking. So it's 6 o'clock and high tide for the aquatic gardens is at it's at 6:30, so that's why I gotta hurry up. I'm really glad that they have this kayak launch here, because that's gonna make things a lot easier. When I was at the Severn River, I kind of had to just put my, wow, there's a basketball in here. Oh, this is a nice ball. I might keep that. Where can I put this to make sure I don't even feel like walking back to the car? I just want to make sure that this doesn't get taken. I'm gonna just leave it here, whatever. So yeah, Severn River didn't have that, so I kind of had to just put the kayak over the side like this area right here. But we have this nice kayak ramp here, so this is gonna make it a lot easier. But let me stop babbling. I need to head down river so I can hurry up and catch this high tide, because 90%, I think I read it said 90% of the water inside the aquatic gardens goes out with the tide. So it's just gonna be a muddy heaven unless you catch it at a good time. So I need to hurry up. I got 30 minutes to paddle about 2 miles, which is pretty much impossible, but yeah. And brought my camera. I don't have my fishing pole today. This is literally just an exploration and picture taking trip, but I got my camera, some water, and a towel to keep everything nice and dry. And you know, I just noticed that I have not caught a fish off of this kayak yet in a year plus of having it. It's really sad. Really, really sad. I mean, I've caught a fish, but not on camera. So technically, I haven't caught a fish and showed it on this kayak. So we're gonna change that this year. All right, guys. Nice and easy. Okay. And we're off. There's a lot of people that row out here. What's up? Oh, they didn't see me. It's embarrassing. Yeah, there's a lot of people that row this river a lot. It's my first time on this river, so I'm really stoked about it. It's not even that hot out here. I really wish they didn't cancel, because I was really excited to paddle with everybody. And you know, hopefully I work for a company like that one day. As you guys may or may not know, I'm starting my second bachelor's degree online at Oregon State University for fish and wildlife science. So, you know, the Anacostia Watershed Society is definitely one of those places where I would love to work. So hopefully one day I'll be there. You know, despite how much trash there is, I still see tons of wildlife, like this blue heron that's right here standing on a log. I've spooked tons of baby turtles. There it is, just took off. I've spooked tons of baby turtles. I'm seeing fish jumping everywhere. Lots of breaks on the top of the water. So, I mean, it's dirty, but it's still life here. I know this place is beautiful in the fall, because I've seen pictures where the leaves have turned and you just see this long river with beautiful trees on the shoreline, and I'm definitely gonna come back here a few times out of the year. The efforts of all who row here make this river hollowed. I might be an idiot, but I have no idea what hollowed means. Make this river hollowed. What the hell? I've never heard that verbiage before. I'm sorry. I have this whole river to myself. I haven't seen anybody since the two people I passed at the boat launch. I believe this is it. I'm pretty sure of it, because there aren't any other large rivers that would empty out right here. So this opening has to be for the aquatic gardens. I'm seeing so many fish jumping in the distance. It's crazy. And I'm talking about large splashes, not no little baby fish. All right, so we're gonna paddle in here and hope that this is it. I mean, it has to be, because as much as I observe the maps of this river, there aren't any other large areas like this. So, pretty sure this is definitely it. And now I need to make sure I don't get stuck back here. Make sure I get out of here in a timely fashion, or else I'm gonna be walking through mud. And that's really not something I'm interested in doing. Yeah, this is it. Just sit back and observe this really quick. I don't see the American Lotus. Maybe it's in the back somewhere, or maybe that's out of season, but I just seen people posting pictures of it last week. Yeah, let me see how deep this water is. It's pretty deep. I guess it's always deep at this part of the river, but I need to go deeper in, because I can't imagine the tide goes out that much to where it goes down 4 feet, but I guess it does, because the tide chart said that it's going to be up 3.7 feet by 6:30. I don't know what time it is, So I need to check that. Yeah, I guess the lilies are maybe there. Oh, they could be submerged, I guess. I see a whole bunch of pillars sticking out. That's not good. 'Cause I don't want to tip over in here. There's a lot of birds flying around. Gotta tread really carefully back here. And I honestly need to check and see what time it is so I can get out of here in a timely fashion. Nice great heron right there, a blue heron. Forgive me if I miscall any animals. I haven't started taking classes yet. Huge log right there. This family of geese right there. Yeah, so I gotta come back when, I don't know, based on the pictures I've seen people post lately, there were tons of beautiful American Lotus plants everywhere, and now it looks like everything I see is dead. It's really weird. The next day I still saw people posting pictures of these American Lotus flowers, so it really confused me. So I did a little bit of research and came across a page on the National Park Service website, and they did a little bit on Kenilworth Marsh, and it says, quote, that in June, July, these flowers take center stage in the early morning, opening up to display their beauty for a few hours until the midday heat forces them to close. I'm not here to hurt you guys, I'm just exploring. Just trying to be a part of your world. So I think I've reached the end of the road for this portion of the river, or of the aquatic gardens. I'll try to go up in here. Just going nice and slow through here. Yeah, I mean, it's really weird to me. All of these plants are dead. I could have sworn just a week ago, maybe I didn't look at the dates and those people were posting that stuff. And it was from maybe like spring or something. It's the only thing I can guess. But this is why kayaks are so cool. Like, you can't get back here in anything else but swimming. No other mode of transport is gonna get you back in the back of areas like this. The water is wow, that deep. So that's about a 1.5 feet, almost 2 feet of water that I'm trekking in right now. I thought I'd see people out here, but I see why they're not, because everything looks so dead. I guess I gotta come back here during the springtime. Yeah, I better go ahead and turn around. This looks so much like Woman Creek, which I haven't got around to editing that video yet. But I did a lot of fishing there and didn't catch anything, so that's probably why I haven't been too pumped to edit that video. So it's just a whole bunch of me casting out and not bringing anything in. But yeah, all this reminds me of Woman. Woman is filled with tons and tons of these lilies and lotus pads and just tons of vegetation, milfoil. It is loaded with it. Why didn't I ask those kind people what time it was? That would have been smart to do. Well, I'm gonna go to the other side of this garden and see what I can find. Get a look at the area. I'm hearing a lot of voices, but I don't see anybody. Alright, I'm gonna make my way over on this side to all of these birds that I can see over here. You know, I'm really surprised that I don't see any snakeheads chilling in this skinny water. Really surprised about that. Maybe they're over on the grassy sides. So you know what, let me pull up over there and get my camera out so I can try to catch some of these birds. Catch a few photos. I'm gonna park up right against these branches sticking out. Also take a quick sip of water. Really glad that it's not hot out here, or else I'd probably be dying by now. Harris Teeter purified drinking water, because the spring water is always sold out. Oh, you can't beat a nice bottle of water when you're thirsty, when you need it the most. So let me see what time it is. Wow, 6:54. Sheesh. Yeah, so I'm gonna paddle up here, see what I can get a good look at some of these birds, try to catch some pictures, and then head out of here before I get caught and stuck. So let's just look at a map real quick. This is where we launched from Bladensburg, came all the way down the Anacostia, took that first bend, came down there, and then took that second bend, and yep, we are in the aquatic gardens. Okay, so yeah, the aquatic gardens are deeper back. I think when I paddled up that first area, I might have made it to this area, possibly. Yeah, but I didn't go deep in there, so maybe there are lilies back there. I doubt it. I feel like all of them probably look like this. Wow, I'm watching that blue heron try to stalk some prey, so let me get off this phone and get video of that real quick. But yeah, I am in the right place. This whole area is, or maybe it's just this small area, is the aquatic gardens, but either way I gotta get out of here because this little area might close up on me and it'll be nice and muddy. Alright, so let's pull out the camera and let's try to capture this guy, get his meal for tonight. So I'm gonna turn off the GoPro for this so I can try to get some good video of this guy. Alright, so because I sold my 70 to 200 millimeter lens, which is pretty much a long telescopic lens, that I'd be able to get right up on that bird's face from here, I sold it for a 24 to 105 lens, so it doesn't reach that far. So I'm gonna try to get as close as possible to this guy so that I can get a better picture of him. And yeah, I'm gonna probably just ease right on up onto some of these lilies and use them to kind of anchor the kayak to keep it nice and stable. And I'm hoping that he doesn't swim off on me. I'm also hoping that there aren't any snakes lingering in here that want to bite me. Alright, so you guys see him there? I'm gonna keep it down a little bit. I'm trying to be very stealthy. I mean, I know he knows that I'm here, but I just don't want him to move. And it looks like he's inching up to move now. Yep, god dadgummit. Ah! Dang it, Tim. Alright, well, on to the next bird. There's a few of these white birds over here. I'm not sure what type of bird they are. I haven't taken systematics of birds yet, so let's try to ease up on them. I'm gonna probably stay on this side so that I don't spook him as well. It's like he knew what I was trying to do. He knew that I wanted to get video of him. I wasn't even bothering him, man. I just wanted to catch you in your element, buddy. That's it. Okay. I'm still hearing voices over here. It's so weird. Maybe that's from Kenilworth Park. Anyway. Alright. Now don't you fly off on me, buddy. Okay? Please don't. Please. I came back here to catch some wildlife. Alright, he knows I'm here. But I'm way over here, dude. Like, you know, don't get on all antsy on me. Just chill out, alright? I'm just gonna park here, pull out my camera. You're gonna dance for me, okay? Alright. Okay. I swear that off didn't do anything for me because these bugs are all over me. Alright. Here's one flying over right here. Oh, get the camera, get the camera, get the camera. Okay. He's too far. Too far to get good video. Dang, I'm still not even really in good range to catch him. Gosh, this lens sucks. I need to get a longer lens ASAP. I really do. Alright, well, I guess I'm gonna try to get a little bit closer to this guy without spooking him. It's probably not gonna happen because I'm gonna have to get extremely close. So maybe I can just start coasting that way and bring out the camera so that my boat is kind of just edging over there ever so slightly. Alright, let's see. Okay, buddy. Don't get scared, okay? Don't get scared. It's good video, but it's just not close at all. I feel like I'm still pretty far away from this guy. What I can get close up on are these bugs that are all over my shoes. I think he's about to take off. And it's probably due to me making so much noise with my mouth and yapping so much. I'm gonna try to straighten out. And he's gone. He's off. Yep. You see how I'm kind of coasting back? I'm not moving my paddle at all. I'm like quickly just all of a sudden moving back. And look at exactly where I'm moving back to, the entrance. It's like the tide is literally pulling me out of here. I'm about to turn the boat around so that I can come out of here head first, but I'm literally being pulled out of here. You see the water just slowly moving back? That is sick. I didn't know the tides worked like that. I didn't know that they were that quick. So I've turned around and we're just coasting. I'm just enjoying the ride here. Paddles up. And yeah, this current is pulling me right out of here. Probably don't have the camera angled correctly, but yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool day. So I'm gonna ride this thing back up river. Forgive me for being so fascinated with this, but up to this point, I was under the impression that when a tide was falling, that the water level just dropped. You know, I didn't know that what happened was the water actually pulled you anywhere. But I'm literally being pulled under this bridge and out of this tidal inlet. And it's pretty cool. I mean, I learned something new today. I just always thought that the water would just drop. Water level would just drop. I didn't know that you would literally be pulled downstream. Even out into the main area, you see the trash, unfortunately, being pulled downstream. Right into the Chesapeake Bay.